Hello. Thanks so much for joining me. I have some friends and they are going through the paces of learning how to use YouTube Live from the desktop. And so I wanted to give them a little bit of a walkthrough. So hang on because I'm going to send them a message and let them know that this Hangout is live. Okay, so using YouTube Live from your desktop is a lot easier than it may seem. And I think that I'm sending this to someone else now. Sorry for a little bit of a delay with what I'm saying here because I want to get my friends over here. And I just saw my friend struggling to try to get a hangout going. And so I wanted to try to come to the rescue. I don't know that it's going to work, but at least I'm here. And if we can get it all going, that will be so much fun. All right. And so I can start some screen sharing in a moment. I see that I have 10 viewers. Oh my gosh. If you guys would be so kind as to just say hi over in the chat. I'm not sure if you guys have left me a chat or not, but what I'm going to do is set it up so I can see. Oh, yeah. I see you guys over here now. Okay, Beauty, I sent you the link via Twitter. Terry Johnson, if you're in the house, I sent you the link via YouTube. I'm sorry, Facebook Messenger. And Mayanna, I sent you the link via YouTube Messenger as well. And let me just say hi to my folks that are here. And really, guys, this was not a plan. And I know most of the time I don't plan, but this really was impromptu because I feel like I need to rescue my friend, Mayanna. So Beauty is here already. And Maverick Logue is here. And Katie, and Tish, my hashtagologist. And Ugor is here. And Larry. And Carlin Henderson, sorry for saying that wrong, and Jan is in the house, and so is Glenda's Creative Place. Guys, as always, I like to remind you to please connect with each other by just clicking on those three dots there. When you click on those three dots, you see that you can go over to each other's YouTube channel. And so, Glenda, I just clicked on yours, and I see that we got to get you a channel banner, girl. But you do have a nice little channel going on there. It's crafty. I can't wait to dive into it later on. So, okay. Oh yeah, sure. Invite Ross, and you can send Ross a link as well if he wants to come in. Beauty, that's fine with me. All right, and let's see if anybody else is in the chat here. Okay, so we had this conversation. Oh, Larry, let me send Larry that link as well.
Hello.
Oh, hi. Who's here? Hey, Mayanna, yay.
Right, let me get my other screens up here. I want to make sure that, okay, offline. Okay, that looks like I'm offline, and I'm going to go to my video manager, and I'm going to look at, let's go back to the dashboard. I want to make absolutely sure.
No.
Ileane, this is just the stupidest thing I've ever seen.
I'm on YouTube.
Hang on, my channel.
I can't.
And videos. And live streams. And let's see if I can get rid of this one.
Hello?
18 views, more. Select ad for ad transactions. Show more. What? I can't delete it?
Oh, okay. Sorry, I had to step away.
Oh, there's an
And
edit button.
screen
Okay,
sharing.
hang on a second. I need to let me figure this out because I do want to get
Okay.
this thing
All right.
off
I
of
know.
there.
I was going to say you can screen share. You can screen
View
share.
channel. Stupid.
Diana.
I have to tell you, Google has, and I worked with them. I'm an engineer, and I worked with engineers.
Oh, I'm
And
sorry, Larry. Hang on,
watch
baby.
later, live streams, summary, grid. Oh, I can see more than a summary past.
Okay, I'm going into Messenger.
And it says it was streamed 2 days ago, and 20 people were watching. That's stupid. Okay, info and settings. Cancel. I can't see a way to delete this stupid thing, so I'll come back to that later.
Yeah,
I'm going to shut this down.
Yeah. Okay.
Hi, Ileane. Hang on a second.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can now. I'm sorry. I had when I get on the Hangouts on air, the sound does not come through this, and I had my speaker turned down so I didn't get some kind of goofy loop while ago, and whatever. But I have to tell you, I am an engineer. I worked with engineers, and I know how they think. And Google this whole thing with G Plus Hangouts. Whoa, where did you go?
Oh, I'm here. I just like to do. I'm
All right, I
doing
just want to make
screen.
sure I didn't do something.
I'm screen sharing the chat, Mariana.
Okay, so they really, they're professionals at taking something that should be so easy and turning it into things that are so convoluted that nobody can figure out how to use them, and they wonder why they're lagging behind with everything. And all of these changes, it's like they got a bunch of kids in there playing with shit, and they change everything all the time. And I honestly, I only have so much bandwidth for this. And inviting people on, the instructions for inviting other people on sometimes, if they're not signed into Google or don't have an account attached to this and whatever, it's a pain in the butt. Whereas I think the Zoom thing is, even if you're just on your phone, you don't even have to be on a video. You can just come on and talk to me live and ask a question or whatever. And it's simple. It's like, here's the freaking phone number. Just call it, and you're in there. And so that's why I'm thinking that I still might want to go the Zoom way with all of this, is as soon as I get a chance to check out the meetings and all these apps and whatever to make sure that it all works together, and then try that out besides doing this,
Okay. I could tell that you were a little frazzled. That's why I said, you know what? Let me just open it up and just show you how simple it is. And I never use an encoder. I've never downloaded OBS. Open it up.
Who was that?
I just closed a Chrome tab. And so when I did that, the sound came on before the tab shut down. And so I've never, it's just something that I never did. I don't have any experience with using the encoder. And so, which is what you were doing.
Because I thought I had to, because I was going from YouTube Live itself,
Yes. And I think that's where when you,
Larry
and I were talking over, hey, there's Larry. Hey, Larry. When you and I were talking over in Facebook, and let me just tell people, because folks that are here are confused as well.
Yes.
Mariana and I were having a conversation over in one of our Facebook groups. Actually, it's Barb Tomlin's group, Born to Stream. And Barb Tomlin may wind up coming over here. Who knows? And so we were having this conversation and we were going back and forth. And I was trying to find out, because like I said, I don't use OBS. I don't use, of course, never use Wirecast or anything like that. I've always done all of my screen sharing. And now the Hangout toolbox is back, so you can add your lower thirds and have all your branding and all of that stuff, as we see our friend Larry Snow has here, right? And he can even change it on the fly. He's so savvy. And so, you saw me screen sharing the chat earlier. So let me get up something that's a little bit more interesting. Well, not that the chat's not interesting, but let me just get something that's more typical, I should say. And let's just say we were going to do a presentation of some sort. And this isn't even my presentation, but it just so happens to be the one that I just have on my desktop. And so I just want to show you how easy it is to just go there and then just share your presentation. So if you just want to go through and say, yeah, and then I told you this, and then I'm going to teach you this, and this, and I don't need an encoder.
Right. Yeah.
And I can bring my friends on.
Yeah. So what is it that you shared? Is it the same that's a link at the very top of this that I'm seeing?
Okay. All right. Let's go over the logistics of what this is here. And I'm going to take a screenshot so that I can.
Yeah. And where did you go in the first place to get this started? Let's back all the way up.
Okay. All right. Let's back all the way up. All right. Let's go over here to Chrome. Okay, I closed Chrome down, so hang on a minute.
Because I did HOAs way back 100 years ago, but
okay. I actually have a video that shows exactly what I'm getting ready to show you now, but it's no problem.
I figured you would.
Not much has changed, Mariana.
Do what, Larry?
Not much has changed with Hangouts.
Okay.
So instead, when you go to live streaming, instead of stream now, which is where you are, which is where you enter all the encoding settings and all of that. So each one of us actually has 2 live pages, and that can be confusing because you got, oh, and hey, Ross is here. Hey, Ross. And there's somebody else. I'm sorry. Somebody else. I got to say hi. I got to say hi to everybody when they come in. And Khalik. Hey, Khalik. What's up, honey? Okay. So this live chat this live page that I'm showing here, if you notice, there's a chat over here on the side. This is a different chat. Once you realize that and you say, I'm never going to use this page, because this page is only for those who are using encoders. And for just having little webinars and having little how-tos and little powwows like we're going to have right now, you don't ever need this.
Okay.
Okay, so you're going to go to events.
Okay.
All right. And, I have one going now, so I'm very hesitant to pretend like I'm starting another one, but I will anyway. So then you act like I'm going to act like I'm starting one. You would fill in the title, and I have some pre-filled text in here already. See how it says now?
Yeah.
I would click go live now.
Okay.
And then that will open up the Hangout window, which I'm going to actually show that.
Okay, hang on just a second. Just hang on a second.
Mm-hmm.
So on the check boxes.
You don't even have to take notes if you don't want to, because like I said, I have a video.
I know, but
step by step
for me under title for today, and now then click blue button at bottom to go live now. So if I just want to jump on anytime I do that, but I could also schedule the event ahead of time to let people know
you
that
sure
I'm going to be on YouTube Live and
sure
promote that, because it'll give me a link for the event.
You sure can, but you won't get that tutorial from me because I never schedule. I always go live now.
Well, that's okay, but I'm saying I could.
That's just how I roll.
Because that's one of the things that I've been doing on Facebook. Not that it does any good necessarily, but to let people say, hey, I'm going to go live at 8 p.m. Eastern tonight, for something. And I don't know that it's getting me any more views on there, but it may, but I'm thinking about bringing back my BlogAid live show. And that, of course, I would want to promote and create an event for. I just didn't want to do them on this. I was thinking about using the Zoom for that. So
okay, I'm sorry. I wanted to show you this screenshot, but some important people just walked up in the building. So I got to say, hey, Andy Lyons, love seeing you.
Andy.
And Beauty is saying, let's get Ross in the panel link. Oh, Beauty, I sent you the panel link via Twitter. Do you mind sharing it with Ross, please? And yeah, Ross, you are perfectly welcome to come on in. Khalik, if you want to come in on cam as well, just let me know and I'll figure out how to get that to you, probably over on Facebook. Okay, so now let me stop. Now I'm going to go back to a screenshot. So don't get confused, people. This that I'm going to screen share is a screenshot of right now, but I want to show you guys the controls. And that's why I took the screenshot. All right. So now over on the left-hand side, the top left is the chat, the internal chat, meaning me, you, and Larry right now can be chatting away in there. Nobody else can see it, right? Then next is the screen share.
So wait, whoa. So you're saying that only the people who are in the panel
can see
that
this
chat,
particular chat. That's right. It's an
Okay.
internal chat. Just me, you, and Larry would be the only ones who can see that. Okay. And then the green arrow is the screen share.
Okay.
And it's going to let you share just probably the same kind of thing you see in OBS. I really don't know for sure, but it's going to let you choose between the application window, or you can share your entire desktop. So I could screen share another Chrome window. That's why I always tell people to open a second Chrome window. So you don't have to worry about, well, what tab am I on? You don't have to worry about that because it's a separate window, right? Okay. And then now these other little things, honestly, I don't use them, so I'm not going to go over them.
Okay.
Except for, I'm sorry, the green little one with the little suitcase. That's the toolbox. That's where. Oh, there's Mr. Ross Brand. Welcome to the panel.
Thanks,
So
Ileane.
now you're making my screenshot look wrong. No, I'm just so that green little suitcase there is the toolbox where you open up the thing to do the lower.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I'm familiar with those. How are you sharing that other chat, and where is that other chat that you keep sharing?
You mean the okay? All right. Now, what you have to do in order to get to that other chat. All right, let me close my screenshot down.
Because this is the chat for anybody outside the panel, right?
Right, people who are watching live right now. So hang on, I got to open up another window because I keep closing it down. I don't know why. And then I'm going to grab that link. So, and then I got to remember to mute that tab, because if I don't mute that tab, we'll have that little thing that you had going. Oh, that was fun listening to you. and no, my bad. I grabbed the wrong link. No, you know what it is? Even though I grabbed this link, it wasn't on my clipboard. And it was sharing the link to get back into the Hangout. So bear with me, guys. All right, this time I gotta mute this tab really quickly. All right, so now I'm going to screen share. So what happens is once your video is, when you're live, you're going to get a chat down at the bottom. Now I got all these plugins, like this is vidIQ up here, and then sometimes.
Wait, well, okay, whoa, hold it. So what you did? Are you signed into YouTube?
Yep. This is what I'm screen sharing right now is the video that anybody who comes to YouTube right now would see.
Okay, so you went to YouTube in the first place. You started the event, and you said go now, and then another window popped up for you that looks like the Hangout thing, and that's where you're managing that part of it. And then you have another tab open that has YouTube like this, and and you went to like the watch page. Is that the same thing? Or?
Yes, it's the watch page of the video. But honestly, I only open this page long enough to get this chat, because what I do with the chat, you see the 3 dots at the top there? I pop it out. So once I pop out that chat, that's what allows me to screen share it.
Right. Gotcha.
Because it's popped out. So I don't need that page.
Stay here then in your Hangout area, on your Hangout window. You can just stay here because you can see your chat going on at all times and share it if you want to, and you don't have to keep jumping back and forth.
Exactly. Only thing I jump back and forth to is that chat. That's why I pop it out.
Thank you, Ileane.
That's part of the show. That's part of the whole video. Is my lovely people in my chat room here. Beauty
And I
Bubble.
saw you got 12 people that just jumped into this because, I mean, it's just for a fun thing mainly for my benefit, guys, but it's your subscribers that have notification turned on saw that, and they can jump in with you at any time.
They can't jump in unless.
No, well, I don't mean the panel, but I mean they can come watch.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Because they got notified you're live.
And yeah, and most of my subscribers know that I go live every weekend. Although this will not take place of my weekend video this weekend, guys, just for the record. Still keep those notifications ready. And wait, real quick, let me just say, I'm going to just go down to the bottom because I know I missed a lot of you guys' chat. And Andy saying, sharing the love of the chat stream. Woohoo. That's right, Andy. I always get a notification when Ileane goes live. Yes. Okay. Beauty saying, everyone is trying so many different approaches. Tish, my hashtagologist, she's the official moderator and hashtagologist of all my live streams on YouTube. No disrespect, but Anna's audio is sounding funny and it's sounding hollow and too loud. Oh, I'm not hearing it that way.
Okay, hang on a second. No. We can do some things about that. Let's see. Well, of course I can mute, but I'm wondering, is that all I can do is mute?
Sometimes you remember what we used to do sometimes on Blab, just mute and then unmute again.
That's what I was going to do. But Tish, I've been on like 3 different things, and my microphone settings and stuff may be a little goofy compared to just coming on.
That's right. Yeah. Oh, Andy.
Okay, so I'm muted and unmuted. Is that better?
It sounds fine for me. Andy, okay. Yes. Tish, one of my hashtags. Let's see. What are the hashtags, Larry? Ileane is fun. Okay, that's one hashtag that Tish made up for me. And
Ileane is always right.
Ileane is always correct.
Correct.
No, Ileane is correct. Not always. Just Ileane is correct.
Well, I say always.
The other one, which was last week, because last week, Larry, you missed most of it because I was taking everybody to church. So it was Ileane YouTube Church. Oh, no, Ileane Tube Church.
I was there for that.
That's when I was talking about the mistakes that people make on YouTube. So that's how that got to be. So let me just do a couple more folks here because I'm going to give even though Ross is here, I'm going to let you talk right now, Ross. Right after, I just want to make sure I give a big shout out to Glenda because this is the first time I actually remember seeing her. And she's saying, what's the name of the video? This video is called Going Live on YouTube from Desktop with BlogAid.
I think she's talking about maybe the video you did describing how to do what you just described from Ileane.
How to live stream to YouTube from your desktop. That's
without OBS, without any encoding.
Well, I didn't. That's not part of the title, but yeah.
Okay. And Ross, I don't mean to keep you silent for too much long, but I do have a couple of other questions. So, Ileane, one of the reasons that I'm doing this, and like I said, I may be using the Zoom webinar, and I'm going to try it out no matter what, but to do this on Facebook, but to get other people in, just to let them invite in to do open Q&As and that kind of thing. So I'll be giving folks the link to be able to come in those rooms, and with Zoom, I'm able to kick them out. Here, can you kick your own panelists out?
I'm sure I can.
I don't want you to kick anybody, but
yeah, I mean, you always could on Hangouts before, so
yeah. I want to make sure that's still true.
I can turn your camera off. No, I can just turn my camera off. No, wait. Yeah, I can eject you. Yep. Hide from broadcast.
That way I could open this up. If all I have to do is give them the link to this thing, then anybody who wants to, if I can mix it up and do them on Zoom or do them on Facebook or do them on, YouTube, I might mix it up because everybody's got a different preference for things as long as I can eject people out too, because we know we got trolls. So there's that. Okay, I think that was the last of my questions, and I'm going to go start one of these after we get off here. I'm going to go start my own and play on that a little later. It'll probably be tonight because I got some other things I got to get out. So thank you, Ileane. Thank you.
You're welcome. And Glenda, just hang tight. I'm getting that link for you because I can post.
You can try it, Mariana. You can go try it unlisted in private, so you don't have to go live.
No, I want to go live, see who
Okay.
comes in. You know, get my
Okay.
subscribers used to seeing something like that pop up and seeing me play. But I'm going to comb my hair first.
Cool. All righty then. I might stop by.
I want to tell you a funny story about that, though, Ileane.
Yes, dear.
You know, when I quit my day job and I was working from home, one of the benefits was I did not have to comb my hair every day, you know, because nobody had to see me. I didn't have to look just prim and proper and whatever. And that dressing back up when live streaming hit, it was like, oh man, I got to go look presentable and whatever. And I saw you on the way. What got me over it was seeing you on the way to the gym or just coming out of the gym or whatever. And you were not fixed up. You looked like a gym rat. You know, whatever, and you were still doing your live stream, and I didn't care, and you know, it's just seeing you on there talking for the day and whatever, and that was it. That totally inspired me, and I got over it, and I said, I don't care what I look like. Well, I do care to a certain degree, but I'm just, it's real life, and just be real, because I'm real, and that was kind of cool. So you are the one who got me over it and got me into live streaming, and it changed my business. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, dear. All right, now Ross is gonna bust if he doesn't get the chance to say hi.
Oh, I'm fine.
Just say hi, Ross.
Hey, everybody.
Yeah, so have you ever used a YouTube Live this way?
I haven't. No, I've been a guest a couple times.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hearing a bit of an echo. Are you guys hearing that, or is that just on my
don't
headset?
hear it. And
Okay.
Tisha said she heard it as well.
She
Is
did?
it gone now?
Let's see. Yeah, I'm not hearing it now.
Okay.
Well, I'm hearing a little bit.
My audio on this thing, it does not come through. You know, I've got a little headset on here, and the audio does not come through the earpiece. It comes through my speaker, and I haven't figured out why that is. I've got that. It's probably my speaker is set up as the default instead of this thing, and this is my default mic, so it's probably some setting in the computer.
So yeah, I've never hosted using the old Hangouts, the now YouTube Live. I've used an encoder. I've used Wirecast, but I've never used this setup. I like it.
Yeah, well, the beauty of it for me is that I don't have to use encoder.
Right.
It's built in, basically.
And you got the super chat set up, which is cool.
Well, yeah, you need 1,000. Do you still? I think you still need 1,000 subscribers.
I got a ways to go.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, you never know when they're going to make that. You know, you only need less subscribers.
Well, I got 737, so I'm not too far away. I may have a YouTube subscribe party and push, you know, promote the bejeebies out of that to get to that place, because you know, 170 or 163 more is, you know, or 263 more is not impossible. What are you doing, Ileane?
No, actually, my friend Rodney's here, and he's trying. He put his hat down now, and now he can't find his hat. So anyway, yeah. But the fact that you're going to be going live regularly on YouTube will definitely boost your subscribers. Okay, here he comes. He wanted y'all to see him with the hat and the glasses, and he's got his Sixers. Thank you, Mr. Rodney. That was a first, guys, the first time without me literally dragging him over here.
Cool.
So I want you guys.
Now, Ileane, explain to us what Super Chat is.
Super Chat is the ability for people in the chat to give the creator, which would be me in this case, anywhere from $1 up to $500.
Cool.
Now, when they do that, depending upon how much they give, their comment will be pinned to the top of the screen. It'll stand out. It'll be in a different color coding. And starting with the $5, because you can do a $1, a $2, a $3, or $5. I don't think you can do $4 for some reason. Anyway, starting with $5, it'll stay pinned for a certain amount of time. And I want to say it's around 2 minutes or something like that. And it goes up in increments depending upon how much money the person gives. Now,
so how would you use that for sponsorship and whatever? I mean, to I'm trying to figure out how you would get people to give you money.
Because people like Larry Snow, shout out to Larry Snow, super chat in the house. He just proved you can do it for $4. Thank you. Hey, Walter just came in. Yeah. So how do you get people to do that? You can ask if you want, or people that know, just know. Oh, no, let me show you. You probably didn't notice this at the bottom of the chat. This was different than what was on your chat. Now, I'm going to make mine's bigger.
Cool.
When you're typing something in, you can see that you could add an emoji here. There's a whole thing of emojis, or you can add a super chat. And it says, see how it says send super chat?
Right.
And then for some reason it defaults at $2, but you can give $1.
Okay.
And all the way up the scales and the color, it's color coordinated. And you get more characters. Notice the number of characters is increasing. Like for $50, you would get 250 characters. For 20, you'd get 225 characters. Let's go back to 5. For 5, you get 150 characters. Larry did a $4 chat.
Okay, so let's say that Joel Comm is doing a show on here, and he says, hey, sponsor me and get your business listed. I mean, of course, that would be worthwhile, and whoever pays more money, to be to his 10,000 subscribers, that would be worthwhile, right? Or some crowdfund stuff kind of things or whatever, right?
I haven't seen it done that way.
Here's what I think, Mayanna, for you would be to, if you're taking questions, people are asking you for help with their blogs, with their WordPress and their web design and stuff like that. One way, if you have more people in the audience than you have time to get to, people can raise their hand a little higher. Is somebody gives a donation, that person you put to the front of the line. So that's the next person you help, is that person who gives a donation.
Excellent point, Ross. And you'll see that anytime you see a chat with Tim Schmoyer, Roberto Blake, Nick Nimmin, Owen Video, and Daryl Eves, when they've got hundreds of people watching and commenting, and the comments just go by so fast. Okay. Right. And that person that really wants to ask their question, especially if these guys are doing an Ask Me Anything. Right. And that person really wants to make sure they get their question answered. So that super chat, and that was the whole purpose of when YouTube first introduced it, is that it gives the person in the chat a chance for their comment to stand out.
Right.
And they're non-refundable, because remember I said that depending upon how much money the person gives you in the chat will determine how long it stays pinned. If you gave me a $50 super chat right now and I end the broadcast, you don't get your money back. It's non-refundable. And you never know when a broadcaster is going to end the chat.
Right.
And plus things happen, right?
Right.
So, yep, that's how super chat goes.
Okay. Well, that's definitely something to look forward to. I mean, people like Tim Smart. You can't get to him any other way. I don't know that he does one-on-one consulting anymore, does he?
Sure he does. Yeah. Plus, I'm a patron of his over on Patreon. And so he's always in there. He went out and got a coder to code a private community. So it's a completely troll free. He doesn't have to worry about that, because everybody that's in that community is one of his patrons, first of all. But he got it coded by hand, because with Patreon, you can use something called Discord, which a lot of gamers use, but he didn't like that. He didn't like the interface and all that. So he actually went out and hired someone to code up a community. And,
cool.
It's pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah. And, because the patrons are supporting it.
Right.
So you can go in there and you can ask questions from him, but you also have the whole community there answering the questions as well. And, Patreon is another thing. And Larry knows I love Patreon. I just posted something today for my patrons to make sure that they got advanced sneak peek to my next YouTube video.
Yeah, way cool. Ileane, I appreciate this. I can't begin to tell you how much I appreciate you poking on me, suggesting to do this, and to not just go on Facebook Live, because that seems to be the holy grail, and what everybody's talking about is if you're not on Facebook Live, then you don't exist and whatever. But I can see some definite uses for this too. But the main thing is, and what you pointed out to me was people getting alerted to when you're online.
And hang
so
on, my
I think I'm going to switch over to this.
Man, excuse me. My hashtagologist is hard at work, and we have a new hashtag Ileane Patreon. Thank you very much, Tish. Thank you. I'm sorry, man. I had to interrupt.
Oh, that's okay. I've got to go. So I wanted to say thank you very much for poking on me to get me to do this, because otherwise I don't think I would have come back over here. And for your exceptional time of doing this and showing me and showing everybody, you know, how this works. And I think I'm going to have to come back to YouTube Live too, and not just focus squarely on or only on Facebook Live.
You know, and I even told, speaking of Joel Comm, I even left a comment on one of his videos because he's posting his replays up on YouTube. And I told him, I said, thank you for doing that, because YouTube is the best place to find, to share videos, and to watch. You know, everybody's watching videos on Facebook, but it's annoying. You click something, you think it's going to put it on pause. No, it makes it bigger. It's like the opposite of everything that you have intuitively learned to do when it comes to video, because especially for somebody like me, who's been on YouTube all these years, everything that Facebook video does is wrong.
Right. No, and it looks so much better when you share it. If you share it in a tweet, people can watch it right there in the tweet. If you share it, like if you embed it in a blog post, it looks 10 times nicer than like the Facebook embed. It's not as confusing. And after like a week, you can't even find them on somebody's Facebook page. You got to go like, okay, wait, it's in a playlist. No, I don't want the whole playlist. I just want to know all their
Yeah. Oh, before I go, so Ileane, where you find, I mean, do your live videos show up in your regular video manager?
Okay, yes. And what the difference is, man, is because you use the encoder.
What now?
You use the encoder.
Okay, well, I used vMix for that first one, so that was, I guess that would act like an encoder too, right?
Yeah, you had to put in a stream key, right?
Right.
Right. So you were on that page. So that page that I said you don't really need to use unless you're using an encoder, and you know how to, and I'm sure there's tutorials out there to show you exactly how. But what happens is sometimes your videos get stuck in that because you think you've ended the video and you're going on about your day. You've gone to bed, you woke up, you did but the video is still going on.
Okay.
Even
that's why I was trying to check. Even in the last thing that I just did on this OBS thing, I tried to make sure that it turned it off, and I couldn't find any way to turn the damn thing off. So I switched off OBS, and I went back to check, and it looks like it's off. I did the same thing with vMix. When I turned vMix off and stopped the stream, then I went back to that to look to see if it's off. But what you're saying is when I do these events, it should show up in my video manager like normal.
Oh, yep. It does.
Okay.
The only time I ever had one that didn't show up was years ago, back when I don't know what I was doing. I did something wrong myself, but
okay. Well, I'll probably jump on later tonight. So if y'all see me, if you're on the BlogAid, subscribe to the BlogAid channel, you will probably see it flip up tonight, or I'll do it first thing in the morning. But thank you so much, Ileane. I do need to get out of here. My dog's doing the 2-step. So
all right. Take care.
Have a good night.
All right.
I'm going to bring up the chat.
And good to see you too, Larry and Ross. Good to see y'all.
Good to see you.
Take care.
Let's say hi to somebody I didn't get a chance to say hi to earlier, and that's Carol Copeland Thomas. My goodness, I haven't seen you in ages, my dear. I gave you a shout out, Ileane, on Pat Flynn's live broadcast. Woo woo! And I met Pat Flynn and San Diego at Social Media Marketing World, and yes, he is just as adorable and sweet and kind as he is on TV. Yeah, Pat is really cool. Thank you so very much, Carol. I appreciate that. And Larry, thank you so much for graciously posting the link over to my Patreon. And Ross, anything else you want to ask about, or
I want to
tell us about what's going on with you?
Well, I want to actually ask your advice. So when I joined, you were saying that you just go straight live. You don't schedule it or anything like that. You just pick your time. And you're going live with what we used to call Hangouts, right? You're going live with that setup.
Correct.
And so even without promoting it, you get people just through the notifications showing up.
Yeah, but like I said, most of my subscribers know by now, because I've done it probably for about 4 or 5 months, that every weekend I'm going to go live. So it's not like a set time. It's not like every Saturday at 2, but more than likely they know during the course of the weekend that I'll probably go live. And folks like Larry and Tish, you know, and Andy Lyons, she mentioned earlier, they just have notifications turned on for me.
And are you getting new people that find you when you go live on YouTube?
You know, of course I will have to say yes, but you know, like the young lady that was here earlier, I'm sorry, I'm going to have to bring the screen share back up again because I forget her name. But she said that she gets the notification. So obviously she's my subscriber. So she was new to me.
Right.
But she's not really new. I think her name was Glenda. Let me go back here. Glenda's Creative Place. And she's a crafting lady. So yeah.
I want to start doing more YouTube lives. I've done a couple with Encoder, but I want to start doing them like this and just picking a time and going.
Yeah, see, you know, the thing is, you got to remember, people are on YouTube to watch video.
Right.
You know, it's an interruption. This video craze is definitely, in my opinion, it's going to die down on Facebook at one point.
Right.
Because, and I don't know what's going to be next. I don't know if it's just going to be the 360 or the VR or the AR, whatever.
Right.
People are on YouTube to watch video.
Right.
So all you have to do is be there with your content and optimize it. And I've got a whole entire playlist on how to optimize your videos, from the titles and the different tools that you need, like TubeBuddy and all that, and your thumbnails and your descriptions, your tags, all that. You just have to optimize it. And believe it or not, it's easier than optimizing a blog post. I want to give a shout out to you, Ross, for that live streaming predictions
thank you.
Piece that you put together. And put that link in the chat, and I'll try to get it over in super chat. Put it in the internal chat. There's a blue bubble at the top left. And Ross had 88, probably even more than that, because people probably came in at the last minute and said, oh, I want to get in on it too. But it was almost 100 people that gave their predictions. And I want to say that I think that one of the predictions that I made, which was about people or more companies coming out with more devices for live, is starting to come true. Of course, we had the Snapchat spectacles, but we're also seeing just about everybody's got a 360 camera. You know, and you can put these cams on your phone now to go 360 and all of that. So it's just, when it comes to hardware, it's either you got a phone, you got a computer, or you have something that you can live stream with.
Right.
So there's only going to be more of that. So it wasn't really hard for me to make that prediction, but it's still nice to see it coming true.
That was a good prediction, and we're going to see more and more probably. By the end of the year, you'll even look like more of a genius with that prediction.
Yeah. Okay, Larry, you didn't say anything for the last 15 minutes, so I'm just calling on you to see if you have something you want to say.
Still here.
Yeah, okay.
Now, I wanted to remind everyone that to get notifications, that once you subscribe to a channel, you click the little bell next to where it says subscribed. So it says check mark subscribed. You click the little bell icon, and when you click that, you'll get notifications when someone goes live or when someone uploads a video.
Oh, cool.
All right. Oh, Lambie Pooh is in the house. Christy, yeah, I saw you on someone's live stream and I thought, wow, she certainly has come a long way. Oh, I think it was Joel Comm. And I was just proud to see you on there. And so Carol Copeland Thomas is saying that she needs to watch my videos so she can learn how to increase her YouTube views. Yes, but I could tell you the number one tip is to be consistent. It's nice to have a great video that people watch, but you just can't do them any old time. You just got to be consistent. And even if that's only twice a month, should try it for once a week, but if you can only do it twice a month, at least people know that, okay, there's going to be another video from this person, not like, whatever happened to so-and-so?
Right.
Okay, this has been great. So good to see everyone here, that we encourage one another. Thank you, Beauty. And my hashtagologist, aka Tish Rosala, says, oh, that was great, Ross. I'll take it off of you. Hashtag Ileane Genius. I love you, Tish. And, oh, I'm sorry. And Walter said, Blab 2 is next. LOL. Yes, we can say the word blab now because we're all over it.
I would hope so.
You know,
I think some people still hold a grudge.
well, some people, but not the ones that are here. Because guess what? We are all still together. We're still hanging. We're still thick as thieves. We didn't let a platform get us down, right? And guess what? As much as I love YouTube, when YouTube starts acting funky, we'll find someplace else to go because the platforms don't make us.
That's right.
They don't make us a community. I love Patreon, and right now that's the hub for my community, okay? But at the same time, if Patreon starts doing some funky stuff, we'll find somewhere else to go.
That's right.
So that's why it's always important for us to try to be connected on multiple touch points. Like, for example, I knew the best place for me to send this link to Larry was to send it over on Facebook. And then by the same token for Beauty Bubble was to send it over to her on Twitter. Now, Ross,
Right.
I probably could have found you on Facebook, but luckily Beauty was manning the controls for me.
Right.
I was showing Manna use YouTube because you guys weren't here. But earlier, Manna was trying to go live and she was using OBS and she only had partial screen and she was just being so frustrated. And what does a good friend do? What does a good community leader do? You don't let your friend just crash and burn, right? I wasn't prepared to go live. Even though my earrings were sitting there, that was handy. I was like, "Oh, hurry up, let me throw on a." So now she knows a little bit more, and I feel better because I hate to see her fumbling around me. We used to love Manna shows over on Blab, and I rarely get to see them live now on Facebook because I mean, you know, especially when somebody goes live on their page, the chances of you seeing it, in a group, maybe.
Right.
You know, in a group, yeah.
Because everybody in the group gets notified.
Oh, Ross, really quickly, tell everybody about the thing you were doing with Mario Armstrong.
Oh, okay. So you know I think probably most people here know Mario Armstrong started the first live stream talk show on Facebook Live with an in-studio audience, in-person guests, and a whole event around the show before the show. An event with a live band and bartender, caricaturist, photo booth, step and repeat, wine tasting, networking, all that kind of stuff. So before the show, I would go live for about an hour and interview people on the red carpet, people who are part of the cast, crew, guests, attendees, and just sort of share what was going on in the pre-show event. And then I would go live afterwards and talk to some people after the show as well. But it was really fun. So they did 6 episodes. I think it was a really good first season. And looking forward to them coming back, hopefully in the fall.
In the fall, great, great. I was going to ask you, when are they coming back? And I do want to bring up a comment in the chat, because I don't want Glenda. She must have asked this question before, and she must think that I was ignoring her. I wasn't, sweetie. She puts it in all caps. Does everyone have YouTube Live yet? Yes.
Yes.
Everyone's had YouTube Live since 2011, using it right here on this Hangouts on Air from your desktop. Okay, from your desktop. Now you say, well, I don't want to do it from my desktop. I want to do it from my phone. Well, you need an iPhone, and there's 2 apps, but the one I'm not even going to recommend. I'll recommend the one that I would use, which is Switcher Go. So if you don't have 1,000 subscribers, and I remember correctly, Glenda, because I checked your channel today, you didn't have the 1,000 subscribers. You can use the Switcher Go app. Now, with the Switcher Go app, the only problem is you will not be able to see the chat. So if you're out and about,
And you need Wi-Fi, right?
yes, yeah, you're gonna need to test your Wi-Fi and make sure that you have enough up and down and all that stuff.
But you could do a hotspot too, I think. So you should be able to get away with it no matter what.
Yeah, but I mean, as long as you could do a Facebook Live, you could do a YouTube Live.
Right.
So if you've got enough bandwidth in your home, or wherever you are when you're out and about, to do a Facebook Live, you could do a YouTube Live. You just need to download this app in the Apple Store called Switcher Go. Of course, I have a YouTube video to show you how to do it, and but it's a simple app. And actually, it does add extra functionality. You could bring in an intro, music, which I did on my Switcher Go tutorial. I showed how to do that. And you can bring in your logos and all that stuff. So in some ways, it has a little bit more functionality than the desktop, but you can't see the chat. So if you want to have engagement and you still want to do it from your phone, you really just need to be by your computer or have a second device.
I thought they released mobile YouTube native in the YouTube app. They released it that you can go live right from there for less than 1,000 subscribers. Because
Okay,
I have YouTube Live.
Yay, that's right. That's right. I get confused with all the stuff they released and what they didn't release. Super Chat, you still need 1,000, but from your phone. But I don't know if everybody has.
That's what I told Glenda. I said I don't think that everyone has it, but I know that they're rolling it out.
Right. So if you don't have it,
but I would check, right?
Yeah, because in fact, with Pat and Pam and I were talking, and Pam had it, and Pat had it too. So I don't know. I don't know what the threshold is now, but I think they went down to 100 people, but they're still rolling it out to everybody.
Yeah. So I would check in the native app, the YouTube app, click on the camera icon. And for me, it says start the show.
Have you tried it?
I have not tried it, but I know Ileane has.
Yeah.
When it first came out,
Ileane that's right, because she always had the subscribers. Do you?
Right.
You can see the chat when you use that native app, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, it comes up on top. Yeah, I'll show you because I can screen share.
Yeah, it says go live right at the top. Go live or record.
Yeah, because if some people are not sure if they have it or not.
Right.
I like to get it all set up before I start to screen share, because I can screen share my phone.
Oh, you don't have it yet, Glenda. Okay.
Yeah, at Summit Live, Roberto, when it first came out, he did his whole speech to YouTube Live from mobile phone.
So this is how you would know. Oh, wait, I got to stop screen sharing. Screen sharing. Oh, no, I'm screen sharing the right thing. Okay. So up at the top, you will see the go live. You just hit that little camera icon from your regular YouTube app. You hit that little camera icon and you'll either see record, which means you can just go ahead and make a recorded video, or you see the go live. And if you don't have it, use the Switcher Go app, which I can show you that in 1 second too. Hang on. Be right back. I gotta answer the door. Okay, we're having shrimp tonight. Okay. Let's see, switcher go. Let me open that up before I screen share that for you guys. And so here, oh, and actually the Switcher Go app, I forgot to tell you guys this, you can use it for Facebook Live as well. So even when you're, instead of just using Facebook Live, okay, and just doing plain Facebook Live, remember I told you with the Switcher Go app, you can bring in intro music and you can add your logo. Now, I'm not going to do it right now because I'm not set up to do everything on Facebook Live, but you can use YouTube Live and Switcher and Facebook Live with the Switcher Go app. And they did say, I saw them being interviewed. Can't remember whose show they were on, that they were being interviewed, and they said that they were working on integrating the chat. That was about 2 months ago, and they didn't do it yet, but evidently it's just a little bit of a coding issue for them to get that going.
Focused on the studio part because that's what's making them money.
Yeah, yes, the Switcher Go app is free, but they do have a paid product called Switcher Studio, which is more high production level broadcast, where you're going to have different cameras and you need an iPad for that. So you'd have a camera angle on the left-hand side and then maybe one over top. Let's say you were doing a cooking show and it was, you know, looking at down on the food. So let's see what people are saying in the chat.
Switcher Go is only for mobile, right? It doesn't show on the desktop.
Right. The Switcher Go is just the
Desktop.
app.
Just the mobile.
The other switcher is
Okay.
what you would use from desktop, but that's not free.
Oh.
Yeah. Yep. So, I mean, that's, in other words, the purpose of the Switcher Go is to go for mobile.
So many tools. So many.
And I try to have tutorials for all of them except the encoders. Because I don't believe in encoders. So let's see if we can get a hashtag no encoders. And I'm so
You
glad
need a
I
little
never,
circle with the line through it, right?
I'm so glad I never bothered to learn how to use them, because I was just determined that something's going to come out where I'm not going to need to know OBS. I mean, for the folks that like it and use it, you know, it's nothing wrong with it. It's just not necessary.
Yeah,
So,
I think the only advantage, if there is any, is just to do the picture in picture. So you'd have a small picture of you while you're talking to the sharing of the screen. But other than that, with YouTube going like this with the Hangouts is much better.
Yep. So let's see. Okay, Sharala TV is in the house, and she's giving me hashtags. Let's see here. And okay, yes, we got Lambie Poo, and Ileane says no encoders from Tish, the official hashtagologist. Mailman interrupt. Okay. Oh no, that wasn't the mailman. Sure. Where would it show up on my desktop? Okay, Glenda, let's see if I can retrace my steps to understand your question about where would YouTube Live show up on your desktop. Is that what you're asking? And if that's what you're asking, Glenda, just rewatch this replay when this is over, because I show exactly how to get it. Or you can just, you'll see that video on my YouTube channel. It's like the headline video there is how to go live from desktop. Okay. Just to make a timestamp, I just got the notification that Mayanna's recording is in the box now. Okay, cool. Yes. Okay, Glenda. Yes. You know what? I thought I posted the link over there in the chat for you to check out the video for how to do it from desktop. But I'll get it to you again. So did you have any other? Yeah. Oh, as a matter of fact, the video is still open, so I can definitely get it to you again. Hang on. And let me stop screen sharing. And here's the link again, Glenda. have fun. Because, you know, this is fun. So it does take a while sometimes for the event to end, the recording to process, and the notification to come to us. Yes, Beauty, for when you're using an encoder, yeah, it takes extra time to do all the encoding. I mean, even when I end this broadcast, you'll be able to watch it right away. Now, if I want to edit it, now, of course, I'm going to go in there, tweak some of the settings or add some tags or make the description a little bit more rich. I'll probably upload a thumbnail. I won't be able to do that. It'll say processing, not encoding. It'll say processing for maybe about 40 minutes or so, depending upon how long this video is. I really don't remember how long we've been on here. Probably about an hour. So, oh yeah, Ileane Fun. How can I forget the Ileane Fun hashtag? Thank you, Tish. Okay. Okay. Ross and Larry have great setups. Yes, thank you. Ross and Larry have great setups. So does, oh yeah, okay, right. I think I went over everything. One reason to know encoders. One of many reasons to know encoders, because Beauty, you did see what was going on with Mayanna there. She was just a little confused, and she was saying, it's hard to find this and it's hard to find that. Yes, it is when you're using the encoder method. The encoder, to me, is just a level of complication that isn't worth the small amount of benefit that you get from it, especially now that the Hangout toolbox is out. So let me show you guys what I mean when I talk about the Hangout toolbox. Okay, the lower third. Let's see. I don't think I need to upload an overlay. I think I just need to turn it on. Oh, and I like to mirror, because right now for me it looks backwards, which is very odd. Yay. Okay. And I think oh, you can choose a color. So you saw Larry doing it earlier, but just to recap, I guess I'll do green. I don't know that that's, oh, I think I have to turn it off and then turn it back on. Now it's green. That's an ugly color green, so I won't be using that one. But I can upload my own overlay. So I can get a custom graphic. I'm not going to do that right now. I just wanted to show you guys, because this little functionality of the toolbox had went away and it came back. Just
so you can use any kind of pre-made lower third there then? Correct. Wow, that's cool.
Correct. And I mean, you always could. It's just that went away for a while. There was an issue with the way when they moved everything over to, I don't know exactly what the issue was, be honest with you.
Right.
But they had to do some stuff on the back end and they got it back.
Right.
And they posted it over on Google Plus and everything. So everybody's happy again now with the lower thirds. The lower thirds, look, I feel like this. You guys are here with me.
Right.
What more do I want? So what's my lower third going to do? I don't know. Make you come back? I don't know. I just feel like if I want to watch you, I'm going to watch you whether you got a lower third or not.
Right.
That's just how I mean, you know, I'm not knocking anybody for wanting a lower third. I guess it depends upon where you are in your evolution. I mean, maybe if this was like my first day ever being here, I want that lower third up there because people don't know me.
Right, right.
But, you know, after a while, it's kind of like,
wow.
Who are you going to get me confused with? My daughter? I don't think so. She's about half my size. No, yeah, about half my size. Yeah, I said that right.
Now, I went live with a different account than my main Livestream Universe channel account. And I'm not seeing the toolkit option. I think you have to add it before you go live, maybe, or you
okay, hang on. I want to say hi to Reg 1167. Hey Reg, what's up, baby? And then Ileane Awesome is there, and Ileane Fun, one reason to know encoders. Okay. And Ileane Humble. Oh, thank you, sweetie. Okay. I think you do have to click on something, the 3 dots. Okay, underneath that little box where you typed into the chat.
So open the chat. Okay.
Well, yeah. You do have to hover over onto the left-hand side, and you'll see it says add apps. I don't know what other apps are in there.
See, it's not giving me that. I've had that before where where like when I used a different account, it gave me the add apps. It's not giving me that.
Oh.
It might be because I don't have a channel. I may not have a channel with this account that I went live with.
Yeah, I get the Ring Central, Hangout Toolbox, and Uber Conference.
Okay, but you saw the chat, right? Because you put a link in that chat.
That's right.
And you see the little arrow for the screen sharing too, right? It's a green
I see
arrow.
that.
Okay. Then what's underneath that?
Nothing. Until I get to the bottom and there's a little question mark. But all I have is the chat icon and I have the screen share icon.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Do me a favor, take a screenshot of that.
Sure.
And post it over in Facebook, or or message me over in Facebook, because I just want to see that, and I can ask around in some of my, because I'm still in Google Plus communities. Yes. Okay. Shout out to the user group, which is run by Michael Daniels and Andrew Hatchett. I love those guys. And also the Saturday morning marketing smarties with Roland and the bunch. And then also Ileane Fulsang has a group, which the name of it escapes me right now, but forgive me, Ileane, I still love you. Be Your Own Boss is the name of her group. Okay. Okay, the mods may get something different. I'm not sure what you mean, Beauty, but the mods here in chat are only for the chat. So that doesn't have anything to do with the tools that Ross is seeing. That's just for the chat. So if somebody was over there misbehaving, they could get kicked out. And I do believe the moderators can also post links. Yeah, because Larry posted a link earlier. Yep. Okay. And on the production side, no, moderators don't get anything different on the production side of the Hangout. So yeah, I'll find out though. There is a reason. There's a way that you have to evoke that. And like you said, Ross, it may have something to do with what's going on with your account, having different accounts. So I only have the one account, so it's kind of keeping things simple for me. Or make sure you come in on the right account, because sometimes Larry comes in on the wrong account because he's got more than one.
Yeah, I got to remember which one, because I have a couple of email addresses for the same purpose. So I got to remember which is the one with all the videos,
all the good stuff. Okay, guys. Well, I think that Mayanna is probably happy now, and she's over there somewhere figuring out what she's going to do her next live stream. Ross, what would your next topic be? Have you thought that far ahead yet?
I'm doing an Ask the Expert next week on Thursday night with Mia Voss on travel blogging.
Yes, love me some Mia Voss. I was on her 5 minutes in the box for about 2 minutes earlier today. And so just remember that the link that you want to give her is the one that's at the top, because at the top, guys, we have controls. Let me let me go back to that screenshot that I took.
Well, that one will be on Facebook Live. That's
okay. No, but my question, what I was asking you was about here.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do some type of Ask Me Anything, or some type of show about what people are live streaming and what questions they have and things like that about content.
Okay, so just a quick.
But I don't have a time yet.
Yeah, no problem. Just a quick reminder, a quick refresher for folks. And I know this is going to look weird with me showing a screen share and then I'm screen sharing, but that the little green, wait a minute, I have to make sure.
So that's what I don't have. I don't have any of those toolboxes.
Okay, so the little green one here is the screen share. Oh, okay, that's not what I want to show you. I want to show you this one here, the little person. That's the one you give to people you want to invite into the room.
Okay.
And then the one that's down here on the bottom right corner, it says links. That's the one you want to give to the public.
To people to watch.
That's where the
not come in.
is at. Okay. And with that, I guess I got to get ready for some shrimp and scallop. And this impromptu live turned into a nice little get together. I'm so glad. And thanks everybody for coming out, everybody in the chat. And for you guys who came on, of course, Mayanna Stevenson, and then Ross Brand, and then Larry Snow. And Larry, thanks again for the super chat. Tish, you are awesome. And everybody else who came out, thank you so very much. I probably will do another live stream tomorrow, since tomorrow is Super Q Saturday.
Yes.
Larry, are you there? Because since we're getting off, I don't want you to come back and you like, oh, that may happen though. Because it looks like Larry's spending time with his family. That's his little girl there in the picture. Matter of fact, let me put that on the big screen so you guys can see. And I know Larry has a dog that probably has to be tended to as well. Ross, thank you so very much for coming in. And
Thanks, Ileane.
I'm so glad I can finally have you on. You know what? Also, send me that screenshot and send me a link to your YouTube channel.
Okay, I will.
So that I can put that in the credits, in the description.
Cool. Thank you so much, Ileane.
Okay, and thanks again to Beauty. Okay, guys, bye.